Have you ever walked into a room full of people and watched the resident cat bypass everyone else to wind around your ankles? It feels like being chosen by something ancient and discerning. And honestly, you were. Cats do not hand out their trust randomly. Long before you reach out a hand, they have already scanned you on a level most humans never notice, and they have already decided exactly what kind of person you are. Today we are counting down 10 ways cats secretly know you are a good person, before you even pet them. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Your scent tells everything. You cannot hide who you are from a cat's nose. Humans have roughly 5 million scent receptors. Cats have up to 200 million. They smell the stress hormones on your skin, the subtle shifts in your body chemistry when you are anxious, and the calm, steady baseline of someone who is genuinely at peace. That first sniff when you walk into a room is not curiosity. It is a full psychological profile conducted in under 3 seconds. A nervous person smells like unpredictability. A kind person smells steady. Your cat does not need you to speak. Your scent already told them whether you are someone worth approaching. But scent is only the first test in a much longer evaluation that happens entirely in silence. Number 9. Your voice reveals intent. Your cat does not understand English, but they understand everything underneath it. The pitch, the rhythm, the way your voice rises at the end of a sentence or drops into something softer. Cats exposed to harsh or unpredictable vocal tones become withdrawn and hypervigilant. Their nervous systems simply cannot settle around someone whose voice feels like a warning. But a person who speaks gently, who keeps their volume steady, who does not weaponize sound, that person registers as safe before they ever extend a hand. Your cat is not listening to your words. They are listening to whether your voice sounds like home or like a threat. But wait until you hear how they read something even quieter than your voice. Number 8. The way you move matters. Cats are motion analysts. Every twitch, every gesture, every speed of movement gets cataloged against an internal database of what feels safe and what feels predatory. Fast hands reaching from above trigger the same ancient fear response as a hawk swooping. Jerky, unpredictable movements activate their flight instinct before their conscious brain can override it. But someone who moves slowly, deliberately, who approaches from the side rather than looming overhead, that person speaks the language of safety without ever realizing it. You think you are just being polite. Your cat thinks you are one of the few humans who understands the assignment. Now here is something surprising about what they notice when you are not even moving at all. Number 7. Silence tests your comfort. Most people fill silence with noise. They lean in, they make sounds, they try too hard. Cats notice this instantly. A person who can sit quietly in a room with a cat, no reaching, no coaxing, no desperate attempts to win affection, communicates something rare. They communicate that they do not need anything from the cat. And a person who needs nothing is a person who can be trusted. Predators pursue. Safe people wait. When you sit still and let the silence exist without trying to fill it, you are passing a test most humans fail without even knowing they were being tested. But here is something even more revealing about where your eyes go. Number 6. The eye contact test. In feline body language, a direct unbroken stare is not admiration. It is a challenge. Cats interpret locked eye contact as a low-grade threat, the kind that says, "I am watching you because you might be dangerous." A good person, in cat terms, is someone who looks at them softly and then looks away. Even better, someone who slow blinks, the universal feline signal for "I trust you completely." When you break eye contact first, you are not being rude. You are telling your cat that you are not a threat in the only language they understand innately. And here is what happens next. During the interaction, most people completely mismanage. Number 5. The approach that works. There is a right way and a wrong way to greet a cat, and most people do the wrong one. The wrong way is walking straight toward them, bending over, extending a hand directly at their face. In cat language, that is an intrusion. The right way is stopping a few feet away, crouching down to their level, and extending one relaxed finger, not toward their face, but toward the space between you. Let the cat close the gap. This single gesture tells your cat three things at once. You respect their space, you are not demanding anything, and you are willing to wait. A cat who closes the distance on their own terms is a cat who has already decided you pass. But there is something even more revealing about who you are. Number 4. How you treat others. Cats watch everything. They watch how you speak to your partner. They watch how you handle the dog. They watch whether your energy changes when you are on the phone versus when you are in the room with them. A person who is kind to one creature and harsh to another registers as inconsistent. And to a cat, inconsistency is dangerous. But a person whose kindness stays steady regardless of who they are interacting with registers as genuine. Your cat is not just observing your behavior. They are building a character profile from dozens of quiet moments you assumed no one was watching. Now here is something fascinating about what they notice during your most mundane daily routines. Number 3. You respect their no. Most people do not take rejection well. They reach again. They try harder. They take it personally. A truly good person, in cat terms, is someone who accepts the turned head, the flattened ears, the tail flick, and backs off without resentment. Every time you respect a cat's boundary, you are building currency. Every time you ignore it, you are draining the account. A cat who learns that their no will be honored is a cat who will eventually say yes far more often. The paradox of feline trust is that you earn closeness by proving you can handle distance. And that brings us to something even more subtle. Number 2. Your emotional state leaks. Cats are exquisitely sensitive to human emotional states, not because they are psychic, but because they are survivors. A person who walks into a room carrying anger, anxiety, or grief smells different, moves differently, breathes differently. Your cat notices all of it. Someone who can regulate their emotions, who does not let their stress spill over onto everyone around them, creates an environment where a cat can finally exhale. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be steady. A cat will forgive a bad day. What they will not forgive is the pattern of someone whose moods make the world feel unstable. And that brings us to the final and most important one of all. Number 1. The slow blink decides. Of all the signals a cat uses to judge character, none carries more weight than the slow blink. It is not just a cute quirk. It is the closest thing cats have to saying, "I trust you with my life." Closing their eyes in your presence means lowering their defenses around a creature 20 times their size. When a cat slow blinks at you, they are not being sleepy. They are being vulnerable in a way that costs them nothing only if you are truly safe. Blink back. Do it slowly and deliberately. In that single exchange, more gets communicated than words could ever manage. You have been seen, you have been evaluated, and you have been found worthy. Your cat knew what kind of person you were before you even touched them. They read your scent, your silence, the way you moved through a room when you thought no one was watching. Earning their trust does not require perfection. It requires patience, consistency, and the willingness to let them set the pace. Be the person who waits. Be the person who blinks slowly. And watch how your cat responds. Because they have been telling you all along exactly what they think of you. If this video gave you a new way to see your cat, give it a like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop the number that surprised you most in the comments. I love hearing your stories. And do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more.